we all have, our customer management tools, we have data management systems. There's a lot of different ways that we have customer data, but it's all old data. It's typically sold somebody who's engaged with us, interacted with us, that's our pool of clients. And really how we engage with them is via email or direct mail or something to that effect. And maybe, so getting creative with the people that we already have. When you say first party data, I want to kind of emphasize this and talk about it a little bit. You're talking about building an audience that I can digitally target, digitally communicate with, and get my message in front of those people. But those are people that are in market, shopping now, engaging with my business now. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, let me break down the difference between first party and third party. There's a lot of different parties out there. The party that you want to be at and get into and has probably the best drinks and the best food is the first party data party. So first party data is going to be data that you own. This could be people from your audience, names, emails, households, addresses. You want to stay away from any words that include like IP addresses or mobile IDs. Like that's still kind of really hard to understand who those people are. First party data is going to be legitimate, actual people. This shows a very clear picture of who the consumer is. This data, it's important to own it and activate it. And it's handed to brands and agencies and businesses by the consumer. So first party data, think of it as data that has been consensually given up by someone who is shopping with you, likes you, wants to buy from you, etc. Third party data is not yours. Third party data is brought to you probably by like a data aggravator or someone who is finding these people and selling them to you. It's oftentimes, like you said, less reliable. It might not be the strongest data. It might be kind of muddy. It might be collected through some kind of shady areas. I'm not saying it's all bad. We've all used third-party data. We've all used cookies, all sorts of things. But with cookies kind of being phased out, it's going to be harder to acquire that quality third-party data, because a lot of times that third-party data is relying on all sorts of interesting different ways to get it. So third-party data, in summary, might not be accurate, up to date, or clean. First-party data is going to be the best way to go.
That is a great explanation to understand that first-party, third-party kind of piece. Also, programmatic audiences kind of are that third party where, as a business, I would go to a major social media site to put ads on, and then I would find these buckets of the types of people I want to target, and then my ads would go to those people. I don't know who they are. I don't know anything about them other than I'm hoping that it's within those groups that I've selected that my ad reaches. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about this third-party data, correct?
Yeah, and relying on that is fine. It's a little bit blurry. It's almost like going into a black box in a time where closed loop marketing is a big deal and return on investment is a big deal, and we want to see that full journey. Third-party data does not give us that transparency. First-party data is very transparent. It's almost knowing that Bob lives at 123 Main Street. We know that he's there. We know that he has other people in his household. We know when he comes to a website. We know when he comes in and makes a transaction or he purchases something. So being able to have that clear view and not have to, wonder where my ad is going or leave it kind of up to the checkbox and the other third-party vendors, being able to bring your own audience and bring that data to your ad campaigns, it lets you kind of own it. It lets you know that I'm going to be able to follow these consumers through. I'm going to be able to give them the best experience and actually see if this paid off, not just in a click or a form fill, but in an actual transaction.